Have you ever wondered why two people can wake up in the same city, face the same economy, the same challenges, yet one of them rises while the other one sinks? Why some people transform their entire lives while others stay stuck year after year? It all comes down to one thing: mindset. Not your background, not your education, not your circumstances. Your mindset is the steering wheel of your entire life. Let me tell you a story that proves this truth better than any motivational quote ever could. The beggar and the businessman. A mindset that changed a life. In a crowded railway station where trains roared in and out and thousands of footsteps echoed through the halls, there lived a beggar. Every day he survived by holding out his hand, waiting, hoping, praying someone would give him enough coins to stay alive. He thought his problem was poverty, but his real problem was the way he thought. One afternoon, as he was begging like usual, he noticed a well-dressed businessman walking across the platform. The man was confident, every step firm, focused, powerful. His suit was sharp, his posture strong. He looked like someone who had conquered life. The beggar's eyes lit up. This man must be rich, he thought. If I ask him for money, he'll give me more than anyone else. So he rushed over, stretched out his hand, and waited for the coins to drop. But instead of giving him money, the businessman simply asked, "Do you always just take from others? Have you ever given anything to anyone?" The beggar froze. No one had ever asked him that, not once in his entire life. He stuttered, confused. "Sir, I'm just a beggar. I survive by asking for money. I have nothing to give." The businessman looked at him, not with anger, but with truth in his eyes. If you believe you have nothing to give, then you have no right to ask for anything. Life is built on exchange, and if you can't offer value, you can't expect value in return. He stepped onto the train, and as the doors closed, his final words echoed in the beggar's mind. If you want to receive, you must first give. And then the train vanished down the tracks. The first night of change that night, lying on the cold floor of the station, the beggar couldn't sleep. Those words kept repeating in his mind. If you want to receive, you must first give. He whispered to himself, "But what can I give? I'm just a beggar. I have nothing." But deep inside, something was changing. A seed was planted. A new thought, small but powerful, began to grow. And the flowers that started a new life. 2 days passed. The beggar didn't ask anyone for money, not because he didn't need it, but because he was thinking deeply. On the third day, he saw something he had never noticed before. A small patch of wildflowers blooming near the train tracks. Bright, colorful, beautiful. And suddenly an idea sparked. What if, instead of begging, I give something first? His hands trembled with excitement as he walked over and picked a handful of flowers. That day, for the first time in his life, when someone gave him a coin, he didn't just say thank you and walk away. He smiled. He reached out, and he offered them a flower. Something incredible happened. People lit up. They smiled back. Some even thanked him. And over the next few days, he noticed a pattern. When he had flowers to give, people gave more. When he didn't, they gave less. For the first time in his life, he realized the truth. People don't pay for pity. People pay for value. The return of the businessman. One afternoon, as he was handing out flowers, he saw the same businessman sitting in a train car. Excited, he ran to the window. "Sir, today I have something to give you. If you give me money, I will give you flowers in return." The businessman smiled. He handed him money. He accepted the flowers and he said, "You have understood the value of exchange. Today you are no longer a beggar. Today you are a businessman." The train doors closed and it pulled away, but this time the beggar didn't stand there feeling small. He felt powerful. For the first time in his life, he saw himself differently. Not as someone who takes, but as someone who trades, someone who offers, someone who creates value. That moment changed everything. The thought that transformed his destiny. That one shift in mindset created an avalanche of action. He stopped thinking like a beggar. He started thinking like a businessman. And when your thoughts rise, your life rises with them. Within weeks, he began gathering more flowers. Then he started arranging bouquets. Then he found a small market stall. Then he turned that stall into a business. 6 months later, he returned to the same train station, not as a beggar, but as a successful entrepreneur. On his way to expand his company, the businessman who once challenged him saw him again and asked, "What changed?" The former beggar smiled. "You made me realize something powerful. I was never really a beggar. I only thought I was." The lesson for you. Your life changes the moment your mindset changes. Not next year, not next month. Not when you get a new job, a new opportunity, or a stroke of luck. It changes the moment you see yourself differently. Because here's the truth. If you believe you're weak, you'll stay weak. If you believe you're stuck, you'll stay stuck. If you believe you're small, life will keep you small. But when you believe you're capable, when you believe you deserve more, when you believe you can grow, build, learn, rise, your entire future shifts. A new mindset creates a new world. The battle inside your mind. And why most people lose. Most people think the biggest battles in life happen in the outside world. Bills, work, relationships, setbacks, failures. But the truth is, the biggest war you will ever fight happens inside your own mind. Your thoughts can become your prison, or they can become your freedom. And the difference between the two isn't luck, it's mindset. You see, life doesn't get easier. Life gets faster, more chaotic, more overwhelming. But the question that defines your destiny is this. When things collapse around you, do you collapse with them, or do you stand up and fight differently? The difference between a positive mindset and a negative mindset is like night and day. A negative mind sees obstacles. A positive mind sees solutions. A negative mind sees reasons to quit. A positive mind sees reasons to try again. A negative mind says, "Why me?" A positive mind says, "Try me." Why most people stay stuck. A lot of people believe their problems come from the outside. My job is terrible. My boss is unfair. I can't succeed because of my situation. Life is against me. But the truth is, it's not your situation holding you back. It's your mindset reacting to it. Two people can face the same storm. One collapses. The other rises. What makes the difference? Perspective. Attitude? The way they think. People with a negative mindset focus on the problem. People with a positive mindset focus on the solution. People with a negative mindset blame life. People with a positive mindset change their approach. People with a negative mindset believe the worst. People with a positive mindset search for the best. And slowly, quietly, that changes everything. You don't control life, but you control your response. Life will hit you hard, unexpectedly, when you least expect it. But what matters is not the hit, but how you respond to it. This is one of the most powerful truths you will ever learn. What happens to you matters less than what happens inside you. A breakup doesn't destroy you. The thoughts you tell yourself afterward do. Losing your job doesn't break you. The story you tell yourself about your future does. Failure isn't the end. The belief that you're not capable becomes the end. Life is a constant negotiation between your emotions and your mindset. And your mindset must win. The shift from scarcity to possibility. Negative thinkers live in a mindset of scarcity. I can't. I don't have enough. I'm not ready. I'm afraid. Life is too hard. Positive thinkers live in a mindset of possibility. I will find a way. I don't need everything to start. I'll grow through this. I'll use this pain as power. Life is challenging, but I am stronger. And the beautiful thing is, you can choose which one you become. Starting today, starting now, starting with a single thought. The real reason positive thinking works. Positive thinking is not about pretending everything is perfect. It's not about ignoring problems. It's not about fake optimism. Real positive thinking is about this. You stop focusing on what you can't control, and you start focusing on the things you can. You shift your energy. You change your focus. You take ownership. Instead of waiting for life to get easier, you become stronger. Instead of waiting for opportunities, you create them. Instead of seeing failure as a dead end, you see it as a reroute. That is the power of mindset. The 3-step mindset. Reset that saves lives. Here are 3 simple shifts that can change your entire world if you practice them consistently. 1. Change your interpretation. You can't always change what happens, but you can always change how you interpret it. Something goes wrong? Instead of thinking, this is terrible, think, what is this teaching me? Your mind becomes lighter. Your stress becomes smaller. Your control becomes stronger. 2. Change your focus. Your mind is like a camera. Whatever you focus on becomes your reality. If you focus on loss, you feel hopeless. If you focus on growth, you feel powerful. Direct your mind toward the things that move you forward, not the things that hold you down. 3. Change your self-talk. Your inner voice is the loudest voice in your life. If you tell yourself, I'm not enough, I can't do this, I'm not smart enough, I'm not worthy, then your life will follow those beliefs. But if you say, I am capable, I can improve, I'm stronger than I think, I deserve a better life, your life will rise to match those thoughts. You don't need a new life. You need a new mind. Most people think they need a new environment, a new job, a new opportunity, a new relationship, a new beginning. But what they truly need is a new mindset. Because a broken mindset will sabotage every opportunity. A strong mindset will turn every setback into a comeback. When you change your thoughts, your beliefs change. When your beliefs change, your actions change. When your actions change, your results change. That is how lives transform, not magically, not instantly, but intentionally. The truth you must remember. Life will not hand you success. Life will not walk you to your dreams. Life will not give you everything you want. But life will respond to one thing, your mindset. If you think you're meant for more, you're right. If you think you can grow, you're right. If you think you can rebuild, restart, rise, and rewrite your destiny, you're absolutely right. Because the moment you shift your thinking, the moment you challenge your limits, The moment you refuse to stay the same, your life begins to change. The version of you that you haven't met yet. There is a version of you actually stronger, smarter, more disciplined, more focused, more unstoppable that you haven't met yet. And the only thing standing between you and that version is your mindset. Some people think the path to success is outside themselves. A new job, a new city, a new relationship, a new opportunity. But listen closely. Your future doesn't start when your life changes. Your future starts when you change the way you think, the way you respond, the way you see yourself. That is the beginning of everything. You are one mindset shift away from a completely different life. The painful truth. Your old mindset is holding you hostage. Your old mindset tells you, you're not ready. You're not good enough. Play it safe. Don't take risks. Stay comfortable. Maybe later. Maybe tomorrow. But here's the truth. Comfort is the cage. Mindset is the key. Every time you delay your growth, every time you choose fear over courage, every time you listen to the voice that says you can't, you reinforce the chains that keep you stuck. Your mindset writes the rules of your life, and most people are living under rules they never even questioned. They inherited their limitations. They inherited their fears. They inherited their beliefs from childhood, from society, from failure. But you cannot build a new life with an old mind. You have to challenge the voice inside you that keeps playing small. Stop negotiating with your weakness. You will never become the person you were meant to be if you keep negotiating with your excuses. Your mind will try to protect you by convincing you to stay where you are, because comfort feels safe. But comfort is a liar. It keeps you mediocre. It keeps you stagnant. It keeps you scared. It keeps you dreaming but never becoming. And there's nothing more dangerous than the life you continue to postpone. So hear this. Your weakness is not your identity. Your excuses are not your limitations. Your fears are not your destiny. You are more than the mind you've been living with. The rebirth of a new mindset. So how do you change your life? Not with motivation alone, not with inspiration, not with a moment of hype. You change your life by changing your daily mindset. Here is the transformation step by step. Step 1. Build a mindset of responsibility. Stop blaming. Stop pointing fingers. Stop waiting for miracles. Say this to yourself. My life is my responsibility. Everything changes with me. The person who takes responsibility takes control. 2. Build a mindset of discipline. Motivation fades. Emotion disappears. But discipline transforms you. Discipline is doing the work even when your mind tells you not to. Discipline is the bridge between who you are and who you want to become. 3. Build a mindset of growth. Every skill can be learned. Every weakness can be improved. Every failure can be a lesson. A growth mindset tells you, I'm not there yet, but I will be. And that belief alone has rebuilt more lives than luck ever has. 4. Build a mindset of possibility. When you change your thoughts, you change what you believe is possible. People with a weak mindset say, I don't know how. People with a powerful mindset say, I'll find a way. And that attitude transforms the impossible into the achievable. The most important question you must ask yourself right now, stop and ask yourself, who would I become if I upgraded my mindset today? What would you achieve if you stopped doubting yourself? What would you build if you stopped delaying your dreams? What would you become if you stopped living like you're running out of chances? Because listen carefully. You are not out of time. You are out of excuses. Your future self is begging you to change your mindset today. The moment you decide, there is always one moment, one decision, one shift that changes a life forever. It might be the moment you stop complaining. It might be the moment you stop blaming. The moment you say, enough is enough. The moment you stop seeking approval. The moment you take action without waiting for confidence. Transformation is not a miracle. Transformation is a decision. And that decision starts in your mind. The message you needed to hear today, let me tell you something powerful. You are not weak. You are not broken. You are not behind. You are not too late. You are not stuck. You are simply living with a mindset that no longer matches the person you are destined to become. Change your mindset, and life begins to open. Change your mindset, and your power returns. Change your mindset, and your identity shifts. Change your mindset, and everything you once thought was impossible starts becoming real. The final truth: you want a new life? Start with a new mind. You want new opportunities? Start with new beliefs. You want new results? Start with new thinking. When your mindset changes, your habits change. When your habits change, your actions change. When your actions change, your entire life changes forever. So today, not tomorrow, not someday, but today, decide who you want to become. Decide how you want to think. Decide what kind of mindset will carry you into the life you dream of. And then step into it. Fully. Boldly. Completely. Because the life you want, the future you desire, the greatness inside you, is waiting for the mindset that finally believes you deserve it.